Today's video, I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a 5th gen 2021 Ram 1500. Has the ETorque, which is still the same deal, except for it has a generator instead of an alternator. Okay. First thing you're going to want to do is going to come inside. Start the car. We'll let it run 5 minutes just to get the oil contaminants floating around. Instead of them sitting on the top, you're just going to get everything hot. So when you take out the drain, it's going to come out that much faster. If you look right here, let's see. There's a hint that you need to change your oil. I'm going to go into the vehicle information, coolant temperature, trans, oil pressure. There you go. Oil life, 0%. You're supposed to change the oil on these cars every 10,000 miles as per the dealer. I just got back from a long road trip, so I'm hitting it at 11,223. Okay? Like I said, you're gonna let it run for about 5 minutes. Go to the center of your hood. There's a latch in here. Push it to the left, like so. Pop your hood, like so. There's the ETorque right here. There's a generator. It's not an alternator. Normally, if you didn't have the ETorque, you would have an alternator sitting in this spot right here. Okay, directly behind that, it's the oil filler. I crack that open. Crack it open, take it out. Notice on here, 5W20, that's what we're putting back in. Leave that sitting right there. Okay. Look over your belts. There's your oil dipstick. It's still a new car, you don't have to worry about much. There's a spring in here so this doesn't collapse. Here's your air filter. Coil packs. Basic stuff. As far as what you're gonna need a high quality oil. I always use Mobil 1 in all my cars since I've been driving. There's your 5W20, 10,000 miles, 7 quarts you're gonna need. You need an oil filter. They had a deal in Advance Auto for Mobil with their brand oil filter, 84060. So I went with that one. Total for oil filter, $64. That's 7 quarts of oil. You're gonna get your drain plan right there. Creeper, cardboard, or you could just slide under there. It's always easier with a creeper. You're gonna get your sockets and your ratchet. You're gonna go from behind the front tire because the drain pan faces backwards. Okay? Show you when I get underneath. If you look ahead, where your drain plug is and where your sway boiler comes into place, you can see you're going to need a deep socket, and you're going to see it's going to drip all over there. So the engineers at Ram did a wonderful job in locating the drain plug. Okay, that's why they make the big monies. Okay, you're going to get a 13mm socket or a 1/2 inch deep. You're gonna get your ratchet, connect it, back it off. Okay, these ain't under here under 1,000 pounds of pressure here, so like I say, I don't have the exact torque specs, but no car really needs it. You're gonna tighten it up, not He-Man strength. You're gonna try to crack the pan and you'll be okay. Like I said, once this comes dripping out, it's gonna be all over this sway bar. There ain't nothing you can do about that. Okay, you're gonna hold it in like this, and you're gonna turn it out until you feel like a slight click. That way you know it's done, and then you're gonna pull it away, and you shouldn't get nothing on your hands. If so, no big deal. Okay, right now it's loose. There you go. Got one drop on my hand, but what? You're a mechanic. It's far worse than that. Okay, one drop. You're gonna let that drain completely for as long as possible. The more that comes out, the better.
This is the easy part. The hard part is this, where I show you where the oil filter is. Like I said, 7 quarts is coming out. Whenever you do an oil filter and oil, it's 7 quarts. Okay?
There it goes, getting closer and closer to the sway bar. There it goes, there it goes. And touching. I guess that's why these cars are good for the winter. Because all the oil that spills from the oil change, you'll be good with the salt. That's why the geniuses, engineered geniuses at Ram thought the idea up. So other parts are gonna rust out, but this sway bar is gonna be brand new for life. You gotta let that drain completely, as much as possible. When that's done, you're gonna put the plug back in. Being that this is the first time I ever took it out, you're gonna check the gasket, make sure it's not torn. These usually last a long time. It's not cross-threaded, it's not deformed in any way. These ain't replaceable. If you need a new one, you need a whole new drain plug, okay? So once that's completely empty, you're gonna put this back in, tighten it down, wipe up your mess right here, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, that's been draining for about 6 minutes right now, 7 minutes. All right, give or take. Longer than what? If you go to Jiffy Lube, they'll let it drain, or dealers. They wait for it to stop flowing so much, put it back on, tighten it up, change your filter, and out the door you go. Okay? That's a tiny bit right there. So, I'll call it a day. Okay? Put your drain plug back in. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Always start with finger tight. Start it with your hand. Dealers don't have patience for this because the mechanic wants to make money. They need to bang jobs out fast. Okay, I worked in a dealer before, and there's no time to play. Okay. After you have that in, slide that forward for the next part. Take your ratchet, I'm gonna tighten it back up. Nice firm, nothing He-Man strength, like so. Clean up any spills. Another thing dealers probably don't even do. As long as it ain't dripping on the floor, that's good with that, right? It's your own car, take care of it. Clean it good. You don't want no driveway oil stains or anything like so. What you're looking at right there is the oil filter, okay? Underneath that is the steering rack, AC lines, wire harnesses, you name it, it's under there, okay? Now, the secret to doing this without getting all that covered in oil is a gallon Ziplock bag, okay? There's a freezer bag, okay? You're gonna wanna take a strap wrench, okay? Depending on how tight it is. This is from the dealer, so it's gonna be extremely tight, okay? You're gonna take a strap wrench, or a canister wrench that you can get from auto stores or whatever. You're gonna bust it loose, not out, just bust it loose so you can do it by hand. Then you're gonna take your bag, wrap it around the filter so it can catch all the oil, and you'll be golden. No drips, no nothing. There's the filter right here. Can't see it, I can feel it. You're gonna take your strap wrench, put it on. And like I said, I knew it was gonna be extremely tight. There you go. Once you get that movement, Either I'm weak or the robots who put these filters on was no joke. Okay, now we got movement. Now we got movement. Watch how much oil is gonna come out of this. You'll be surprised. Put that under there just in case. I hope this is coming out on camera good. Still tight. Like I said, I'm here working blind. I can't see where it's at. Okay, now we got movement. Now we talking. Now we cooking. Now we cooking. Let's see. There we go. Like I said, you gotta take your gallon Ziplock bag. You're gonna put it around the filter. Make sure it's all the way up as high as possible. And you're gonna back it out. Okay. Like I said, I can't see. I hope the camera's showing you more. You're gonna take it out. I hope I don't make a big mess in my driveway. It's part of being a mechanic at home, right? Oh, that idea didn't work. It's something you can't see. Well, that's what the drain pan is for, to catch, right? Like I said, this is preventive measures right here. This side of the truck under the filter would never rust. Steering rack will look like new forever. Can't even grab it. It's slip. Whatever. Make do, right? Make do. There you go. It's out. All that you hear dripping should have been inside the bag. What can you do? Move the pan closer to the front. And this comes out to the front. Yeah, that's a lot. It did catch a lot. I'll show you. Okay, you're gonna take your new filter. See your O-ring right here? You're gonna take brand new oil, clean oil. Like so. You're gonna dip your finger in it like so. And you're gonna put a bead of fresh oil around the gasket, okay? That's to help make a tight seal. So when you tighten it up, the gasket will spin on and stay solid and lock in, okay? Nothing crazy. You do that to every gasket, and when you're putting this on, you're gonna make sure the original gasket that was there came out, the O-ring, okay? If you ever put a double gasket, you start the car, you're gonna know where you messed up. As you can see there, the gasket did come off. The old filter. You're gonna take your new one that you lubricated your O-ring gasket. You're gonna tighten it up. Okay, by hand, always by hand. You never put a wrench to tighten filters. Okay. Unless you're an ultimate strong man, the strongest man in the world, you can't tighten these enough with hand only. Okay. You're gonna snug that up tight as you can. If you got oil on it, clean it off again, and then you can tighten it even more. And I'm going to show you what that bag caught. Because you'll be surprised at how much the bag caught and how much is all over this damn truck. There you go. Look how much oil the bag did catch. which would have been all over the truck. Okay, that's about maybe two cups of oil right there. Okay, like I said, if you look inside closely, you see the gasket is storing the old filter, which is always a plus. Okay, you're gonna take your 7 quarts of oil, you got your funnel, you're gonna fill it up. Take your cap, clean it, cap it off. You're gonna come back in. You're gonna push your button once, twice with your foot off the brake until it's in the run position, like so. You're gonna cycle through. Let me close the door. Cycle through your menus, vehicle information. If it's not on there already, you got your oil pressure, go to oil life. You see underneath it says hit OK. You're gonna come down here, hold this button down, OK to reset. 100%. That's how you clear your oil life reminder. Okay, start the car up. That's it. That's how you change the oil on a 5th gen Ram 1500 Hemi ETorque or regular Hemi without the ETorque. They're all the same. Okay? Questions, comments, leave them below. I get back to everybody. Any video suggestions or something that you want answers to, I'm always around for advice. Okay? If I don't know the answer, I will find one. Take care, fellas. Peace.